Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see each and every one of you today. My name is Marvelous, and I'm very happy to see each and every one of you today. Kindly let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Hello, Emmanuel Ojobo. It's so nice to see you. And I'm actually live streaming from Lagos, Nigeria. So it's really, really exciting. This has been a webinar that has come. So I'm on Shimiti from Kaduna, Akejelu David. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see you. And I'm very, very excited about today. Then we have Mojalefa Kodisa. Sorry if I didn't get it well. Okay, from South Africa. I'm very, very happy. Hi, welcome. So excited about today. Oh, you're watching from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's so great to see you. It's so nice. It's nice to see you too. Okay. Um. Oh, Desmond, streaming live from the UK. I'm really, really excited to see you too. Very happy about it. From Benin City. Hello. It's also nice to see you. Hello. Okay. Okay. Where am I from? Is it where I'm live streaming from? It's from Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, that's actually where I'm live streaming from. So, like I said, I'm Mabek Squats, and I'm really, really happy to see all of you. I said hello. I'm Paul, watching from Nairobi. I'm so happy to see you from Kenya. And you live in Lagos. It's so nice to see each and every one of you. Okay, so first of all, we're going to get to know one another before we start with the webinar. So I'm going to go first. Hello, everyone. I'm Avex Squats, and I am a web developer coach. And it's so nice to see each and every one of you. Tech Edge from Calabar. I'm very, very excited to see you too today. Kevin from Nairobi, Kenya. Hello, Erema from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining this free webinar on web development today. I'm very, very happy to see you. You're watching from FCT Abuja, Emmanuel Ojobo. That's nice. I'm really, really excited. So happy to see each and every one of you today. I'm really, really happy. And today promises, this webinar promises to be very, very much filled with a lot of amazing things. I'm so excited. I don't know how I'm going to express it. I'm so excited. Okay, so quick preview. First of all, welcome to our channel, Jadexarts Academy. And in this channel, I actually share coding tips. So some of you have known me through Facebook, through TikTok, through YouTube. So I actually share coding tips. And today's free webinar, I'm going to help you to see the importance that web development has in our society today. And not just that, I'm going to show you how you can actually be able to make money on web development. Yes, many people are very, very interested in that part. So I'm going to explain it to you. The live free webinar is starting very, very soon. Okay. And we're going to start with explaining the meaning of web development. Okay, so I actually want to make this to be interactive so that at the end of the day, if you have any questions, you can please leave them in the chat box. And then at the end of this webinar, we'll answer it. Okay, so it's going to be interactive. Like I said, you're going to interact with the coding community. So it's not just about talking, talking, talking. No, we're going to interact with one another. So First of all, what is web development? Now, web development is the process of creating a website or web application for a client that you can see, that you can interact with using a web browser. And a web browser is an application that is able to read and display web documents. Okay? So, what is the importance of web development? Now, when you look around, you notice that we are living in a digital era. Okay, we live in a digital world, unlike when it was in 1960s, 1970s, whereby if you want to sort of advertise your business, you have to go through maybe letter writing online. We have examples of clients who want to maybe improve their business, and how they do it is by going online. And you may be wondering, who are these clients we are talking about? We have a lot of clients. In fact, anybody that you actually see that has a business is a potential client. Let's say someone that is a hairstylist, for instance. Okay, if you are someone that styles hair, maybe you sell wig, you sell weave on. If you want your business to grow, to improve in this era, digital era, you need a website. Even people that do solar panels, they have websites. And anybody that is working, even if it's all people that are into farming, they need websites, because when they want to go to their customers to say that, this is what we are selling, the customer will ask, where is your website, to confirm that what you are selling is real. And when they see that what you are selling is online, that will make them to be more convinced that that item is sure. So when you help these clients to build that website for them, they will be able to have a business that is on a new level of reaching potential customers. So, as a web developer, your job is to create websites that will actually be able to reach these potential customers that are either within or outside the country. For instance, we have people that are working in maybe a food provision store. Like, you could think of any company. Like over here, we have the ShopRite, we have like a big company like Amazon. If they want to actually tell people that this is what we are selling, they won't just stop at just leaving something like billboard, podcast, TV adverts. Sure, these ones are good impression, they give a good impression. But if you want it to really go online, for people to see that this thing is actually going to take their business to the next level, you need to have a website. And that website is what you as a developer will be able to build for people to actually sell their products online. So now that you know what web development is and what web developers actually do, what are now the coding requirements for actually learning web development? Like, if you're an aspiring web developer, if you want to learn web development today in this year 2024, what are the coding requirements? The first thing is that you need to have basic understanding of three fundamental languages: the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. The HTML is the language that is used for writing web pages. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And that HTML5 is the fifth version and the latest version of that language. So it deals with the structure of the website. That's what HTML is about. Then we have the CSS, which is the language that is used for styling an HTML document. And it stands for Cascading Style Sheet. So what it does is about presenting that HTML documentation. It's all about presentation. Then we now have JavaScript. JavaScript is one of the most popular, and hello, What's from FL USA. It's nice to see you too today. I'm happy to see you. So we now have the JavaScript, which is also one of the most popular programming languages of the web, and its work runs alongside with the HTML and the CSS. So knowing these three languages, they are the basic. We have the PHP, Python, Java. All these languages are just additionals. But if you want to start, you need to have these three basic knowledge of the languages. Okay, Victor Akpo Basa. It's nice to see you too. Okay, if you can hear me, let me know so that I'll be able to continue. Can you hear me? Please let me know in the chat box if you can hear me. Okay, it's nice. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's very nice. Thank you. Hello, Ahmed Mushtag. Hello, it's nice to see you too. So, another part that you need to know of as the coding requirement is that you need to have access to a laptop. Some beginners often ask those who want to go into web development, they ask, do we need a laptop or can I use my phone? Well, to be honest, using a laptop is very, very important. You need to have a laptop and you need to have good internet connection. So it is very, very important that you actually have these basic requirements. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hello. Excel Squats. Hello from Nigeria. It's nice to meet you. Paddy goes here. It's so nice to see all of you. Oh, watching from India. It's so nice to see you. Okay. I'm very happy to see all of you today. I'm so excited. So now that we've understood what web development is, we've seen how important web development is to the society in the case of seeing how clients want to take on their business, make sure that it takes on a new level, make sure that they are able to reach potential customers. When we've seen this and we've seen the coding requirements, you may start to wonder, okay, how can I now make this money? Okay, how can I make the money? And this question, a lot of people actually asked me about this, and I said I will explain it in this webinar. Okay, now there are many ways in which you can actually make this money, and one popular way is through freelancing. Okay, freelancing, when you actually offer your services independently, you take on projects that clients offer you, and you actually build these projects for them through platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. Okay, let me show you an example of one here in the Upwork platform. Okay, so right now I'm on the Upwork platform, and when you use hashtags like web development, HTML, CSS, once I click on these three tags, these are actually, I hope you can see it actually. Let me see. I want you all to see it very well. Is it okay? Okay. So actually, if you look very well, you see that there are a lot of job. Okay, you see it. The job offers that you can actually get from using this platform. There are about thousands first page. It says one of 73. So actually, one page is just out of more than 73 different pages, and they all have job daily that you see these job offers. So just by looking at them, you'll be able to see that there are many. Let me see if I can show you very well. Okay. Aha, it's better now. So look at it. Scrolling there. So all these job offers that you can actually see proves that you can truly make money with the Upwork platform. And okay, when you check the Upwork platform, you'll be able to see it. Just use the hashtags web development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, those languages, once you do so, you can actually be able to see the job offers. Is there a co-host? So type what you wanted to share with us. Okay, later on, before the end of this, I will be able to share it with you, the tags. But it's not that way. You can just simply just use the hashtags, the web development. It's just basically something that you can do, just like a search word. So those are just search keywords that you can use for it. Okay, you can hear me, Chukwu Ebuka. Okay, I'm very happy to know that. It's nice. Okay, so Upwork or Fiverr is one way that you can actually be able to get job offers online. Okay, then we have digital agencies. Okay. If you have questions, Victor, please put them in the chat box. Okay. When I'm done, we'll be able to discuss those questions. Okay. Thank you. So, digital agencies is another way in which web developers today actually make money from web development. And digital agencies actually specialize in building websites, in building web apps, in providing digital solutions. And when you're working with these digital agencies, you can get your money. So it's not like, where am I going to find job after web development? These are different areas in which you can make money online from web development. Then we have the finance sector. So I've mentioned the first one, freelancing. The second one is the digital agencies. The third one is the finance sector. What is the finance sector? You see all these online banking apps, these investment platforms, you know of them, okay? You see all these apps that you see, banking, all of these, they require web developers to actually build their sites, to build sites that are user friendly for their clients and for their customers. So it's very, very important to know these things, because when you are learning web development as a beginner, at some point you'll be wondering, where exactly am I going to go after this? So I'm just sharing this with you so that you will know that there is something that is very, very great ahead, that is looking at you. You are just start at the beginning point. So when you look ahead and see all these possibilities that can happen once you start learning web development, you'll be amazed. And that will actually give you the motivation to continue. Then we have the education sector, we have the healthcare industry, we have even government organizations, we have tech companies. All of them, they need web developers to actually build and maintain their sites. So just imagine you are making money from either the freelancing, or you're making money from the digital agencies or from the education sector. Once you learn all of this and you can actually make money from them, you will not be surprised as to how much you are able to make in a month. Like all these tech companies, there are many tech companies that actually hire web developers. When you work with them, you could be paid monthly. When you are freelancing, and as you've seen in that Upwork, you could be paid either weekly or monthly. So once you are paid this, you'll be able to see how you can make a lot of money, and not just to make the money, but how you'll be able to thrive in the tech industry too. You see it. Now, like that Amazon is a very, very popular company, and it has a big website, okay? It's very, very huge. Now, imagine if you are working in a place like Amazon. Your work could be that is, since it's already built, your work could be to maintain the site. Okay, let's say you're maintaining that site. Let's just give an instance, because the amount could be higher. For a month, maybe you're asked to just upload an update, and you could charge it in your currency, like in Nigeria. Let's just assume that you could charge them maybe for an hour, you could charge like 30,000 naira for a week. Let's see, 30,000 naira. Once you charge that, that's for just 1 hour, because the update could be not just one feature, it could be for the whole page. Okay, so when you look at it and see that this is actually how you can make money, when you are seeing how you are able to charge them 30,000 and they'll say, are you able to do it? You say, yes, I can do it. And they see you can do it. They give you the money. You take the money, you do it. They'll say, no, wait, oh, come back. We want you to continue updating. So you've done become the web developer that actually maintains their website, because that website is already built. So you just maintain it for them. If the update is weekly, you actually update it for them and you get your money. You see it. If it is monthly, you update it and you get your money. All the while, all these things is happening while you may be either at home relaxing, or you could be in the office. If you are someone that works full time, you could be in your office, or if you are someone that works remotely, you could be at the comfort of your home, relaxing. And when you are doing this website for them, those clients that you are doing it for them will be happy, because all they have to do is just sit down, relax, and the next thing they hear is alert. Why is it an alert? Someone has purchased an item online, and that item is from their business, their goods, their services. So you see the importance of web development, and you see the money that web developers can make. Okay? So since, even though the money, the salary, it may vary, the fact is this: there is actually money online, and there is money when you are a web developer. There is money. Okay? So since we now know all of this, okay, someone added the other things there: educational sectors, health sectors, tech companies. Exactly, yes. Okay. So since we now know all of these, the money that we can make, the coding requirements, okay, let me now show you some tips that will actually help you, because it's not just a matter of earning. Okay, you need to thrive in this tech industry, because what you are actually doing is not just to code, you are actually creating value. And you know what happens when people see that you create value? They can be able to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars. So these tips I'd like to share with you can definitely help you, especially if you are an aspiring web developer. The first tip that I'd like to share with you today is that you should be consistent. Yes, you may have heard it, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. But how can you now be consistent if you are working full time? You may have full-time jobs, you may have businesses, but this year you said, no, this 2024, I want to break into tech. So how can you actually be consistent? Here's a tip that I like to share with you. If you want to be able to become a professional web developer, you need to dedicate, okay, you need to dedicate time to learn it, even if it's small chunk of time, no matter how little it is, every day. Dedicate that time, and in the end, maybe it could be that the number of minutes that you may have spent could be 25 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, depending on the kind of job that you are actually doing. Okay, and if you are actually doing it this way, you become 1% better each day. So it's not a matter of, no, I'm not able to do it because I'm working. You can do it. Actually, you can do it. Okay? You don't have to think that, no, since I'm working full time. It's possible. People that work full time, they actually work as a remote developers. Okay, remote don't work in this to work that way. But the fact is that you can be able to actually work as a developer, okay, full time or part time, or if you are just taking this web development as your career, your full time career. Okay, so the next step is to the tip I like to share with you and dream big. As you're a developer, aspiring one, when you see people that are actually building projects, you see someone that built a huge project, you're like, hey, that I've not started, actually still learning how to style. I'm having problem with JavaScript. I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to do it. Before you know, you start giving up. Let me tell you the story. You know, an athlete, all these people that run, if an athlete wants to be able to run a long distance, wants to run a long distance and is just starting, like all these beginners, not the experts, how will the person be able to achieve that goal of being able to? Will it be by running that long distance straight, or will it be by running shorter distance? Can you all hear me? Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Okay, Eagle Fly wrote them down. Thank you. Please let me know. Can you all hear me? Know in the comments if you can hear me. I want it to be that you can all hear me and it's clear. Okay, you can hear me. That's great. Okay, Tech Edge. Okay, you can all hear. Short distance. Okay. Okay, in the illustration, yes. Okay. So can you hear me better? Godwin, can you hear me better now? Um, okay. So I think it's better. Okay. So let me see. It's okay now. Okay, it's okay. That's great. So Godwin, you can now hear me. Eagle Fly, can you hear me better now? Mm. Okay, you can hear me now. I'm very happy to know that. Okay. Okay. You can hear me now. Okay, you can now hear. That's great. So, if that athlete wants to be able to, it would be by actually taking those shorter distances. Because if the person takes that shorter distance, will be able to enjoy the process. And while he enjoys that process, he'll be able to see improvements in which he has to make. But if that person, okay, I'll try to say it okay. But if that person wants to sort of run the whole race straight, in the end, before it even gets to the end, the person will be tired, may even start giving up. But if you are running those shorter distance, you how you can actually get those distance, and you'll be able to know what improvements you need to make, whether you need to run slower or if you need to pick up the space, whatever it is, you'll be able to know. As a developer, you need to start with small projects, with simple projects. And those projects, when you start them, you may be wondering, what is this? It's not compared to Amazon, it's not compared to the Google, it's not compared to what tech companies are expecting. Here is the truth that you need to know. All these developers you see, the senior web developers, all the junior web developers, because we are still learning now. So the junior was the senior. All of them started from where you are. Okay? They all started from where you are right now. It could be that maybe they started from what is HTML, H1 Hello World. This is where they all started from. And as time goes on, we see updates, we see improvements, we see how people are now making it to be much more easier to understand web development. So don't just say that this small project I'm building is not going to be successful. It will be successful if you set it. And when you actually build this project to build up your confidence. Okay, it will build up your confidence because when you see success, it will motivate you to continue. You'll be motivated to continue, and before long, you'll be taking on bigger projects. And, and before long, you become a junior web developer, a senior web developer, and before you know it, you are now a professional web developer. You see it. For you to be able to actually build this project if you dream big, but if you start small. Okay, so your dream is going to be big, but when you start small, it will actually help you to be able to build that confidence, and it will help you to be able to have that motivation that yes, I can do it, because you can do it. So another tip, the first two tips, the first one is consistency is the key. Second, start small and build big. Okay? Then the third one that I like to share with you is that you need to embrace the learning curve. Now, coding is not all about everything is going to be perfect. Okay? Since you're an aspiring web developer, you may face challenges, you may face obstacles, and these are all normal. You may even face victories and successes. So the point is you need to embrace those challenges, learn from them, and celebrate any success, any victories that you may have received from either finishing a course, from either building a from using HTML and CSS. Once you are able to actually get this and accomplish it, celebrate that success. It may be small to you, but that is just one of the many victories that you are going to get from your coding journey of web development. And then the fourth tip that I'd like to share with you today is that you should join a coding community. The coding community could be coding forums, it could be coding platforms. We have a lot of them. We even have some of them on social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, even on LinkedIn. So the purpose of joining this coding community as a beginner, when you are facing challenges, okay, when you face these challenges, you may find it difficult because sometimes when you go to coding tutorials, you get it, but you are looking at who can I actually turn to? Am I the only one that is facing this problem? Is this the end for me? But when you join this coding, someone else that is having a problem that you actually have an idea as to what the solution is to be. You know, you can actually say, oh, I know how to solve this. And then you find someone that actually has a solution to your own problem. So you will see how you are able to give suggestions to someone. Someone is giving suggestions to you, and you are like, wow, so I'm not the only one facing this problem. Like when a former student of mine was actually starting from the beginning as web developer, the person actually went online, got in contact with me, and then later on started wondering how to actually access the input tag, the input types in HTML, for instance. Okay, so I explained to the person how to go about it, but later on, the person didn't reach out again. So I started wondering that maybe he found came back and said that he actually found solution, that the sites that I gave to him to actually go to, he found the solution, but then was able to reach out to other junior developers that he met online and solution to that bug that they found. It's very, very important. So it's not good to be all alone. So it's not good to be all alone and say, no, I have to code it on my own. Then my own. Everybody, even if you are a beginner, even if you end up becoming a professional in the future, we all need to have someone to actually guide us through because no one knows everything. Okay? No one knows everything. So in years, in the next 20, something new that we can learn. So if you are starting and you're aspiring to be a web developer, you don't need to think that, oh, that I'm the only one that has this problem. No, we have a lot of resources where we can actually get solutions from. And these resources, they are all available and it's free. You see, so if you have any problem or challenges, you can always join a coding community. So far, I've been able to share with you 4 tips. Okay, consistency is the key. The second one is start small, dream big. The third one is to embrace the learning curve. And the fourth one is that you should join a coding community. Okay, signal is back on. Okay, please let me know in the comments. Can you all hear me now? Is it getting better or is the signal switching off? Please, signal still glitching or is it back? Okay, it's back. Okay, okay, it's great now. It's back. Okay, let me see. And okay, it's back on. Okay, that's great. I can hear you. Okay. But please, everyone, let me know in the comments if you can hear me so that I'll be able to know if the signal actually glitched or if you can all hear me today. So, okay, Emmanuel Kavo, I can hear you. Okay, Tech Edge, you can hear me. Hamed Mustard, you can hear me. Okay, I'm so happy to know that you can all hear me. Okay, that's great. So now, okay, great. So, with all the things that we've learned, starting from what web development is, starting from, okay, with all the things we've learned, starting from what web development is, from the coding requirements for learning web development, from how you can make money online from web development, and the coding tips. Remember, I also told you that I'm going to show you how you can gain access to a course on web development to help those of you that are aspiring to be web developers. I'm going to share with you how to gain access to this course. But first of all, what is this course all about? This course, this web development course, it's a course that I created to help beginners, to help those who are aspiring to learn web development from scratch. Okay, you missed the part of getting a course. Actually, we're just starting to talk about the course, okay? So, this course, web development course, it's actually for beginners. I made this course because of beginners. Like when you see people are struggling with it, I said, no, there has to be a solution. So I decided to make a course, a simplified course. Okay, this course has been simplified and I simplified it in such a way that even though you don't have any coding experience at all, you can actually be able to learn from this course. And there's also an amazing part, an interesting part in this program. This course actually gives you a lifetime access. Okay? Lifetime access, meaning that for life, that course will be yours. So this course, I simplified it. I made sure that starting from the beginning to the end of the course, you will be able to understand what web development is from the beginning to the end and at your own pace. Like I said, some of you are maybe work full-time jobs, okay? And you can't just leave your full-time jobs. You can be able to actually learn web development even with your full-time jobs or with your businesses. You can actually be able to learn web development. So that's why I made it to be simplified. I made it to be at your own pace. You can, you see. So happy. That's great. You can hear me. Okay, I'm happy to know you all heard. Any developer can it. You see it. The whole 2024 solution, the thing that all of us want today is for us to be able to make it better than last year. We don't want it to be that this year is just repetition of last year. That is why all of us, majority of people today, they want to break into tech. And why are they breaking into tech? Because we are now living in a digital era. So they want to break into tech. They want to actually learn web development. They want to actually make money from this web development because there is money in it. You see people when they say we're looking for web developers online, you could see it. We're looking for web developers online. We want you to come and work for us. Are actually potential clients that have businesses and want their business to actually have a website to be able to reach potential. So it's very, very important. And you, as a web developer, you can actually be able to fill in that need that they have to be able to find someone to build that website for them, to maintain that website for them. Okay? So, web development, the job offers that they have, they are numerous. And you may be wondering, okay, these job offers that you're talking about, if all of us are web developers, where would the job come from? We have more than 1.2 billion people in this world. More than, okay, in Nigeria, it could be over 8 million. So imagine if everyone, most of us become web developers, there will be someone that will need you to build a website because they don't know how. They need to find a professional to do it. And who is that professional? It is you and I. We will be able to build that website for people. And when you are able to build that website from people, they give you your money, and not just money, some could even refer you to other business owners that want to own a website for their business. So you see, so this course that I'm talking about today, okay, this course, it will not only just educate you, it is an investment in your future. An investment. I would like to say it again, an investment in your future. So it's not just about coding, coding. We are coding web development, the apps, websites. No, it's a paycheck waiting to happen. This is an investment that will actually benefit you. You see it. So this course, further details about it will be provided later on in the WhatsApp group. Now is that you any coding experience, you've not started, you just web developer in 2024, you can actually become a web developer with this course, and you can actually learn it from scratch. So it's not the part that says you need to have coding experience. No, there's no coding experience. You can learn it. That coding experience will be gotten from the course that you're taking. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay? So we've discussed a lot, as a lot about what web development, the importance it has in the society, the money that can be made from web development. Then I shared with you 4 coding tips. Let me call them, remember them. First one is consistency is the key. You do not have all the time in the world. even if you don't have all the time in the world, so long as you have that motivation, you have it in you that I want to break in tech, I want to make it, you can actually do it if you determine to set out time for it, even if it's a small chunk of time. Then we discussed about start small, dream big. Start small, dream big. So, like the example of that uplift, when you start building smaller projects, when you start building those smaller projects, that will build your confidence. That will continue until you get to the professional stage where people will see you and you become a reference. You become someone that people will look at and say, this person is a reliable web developer. He can build that site for you. She can build that site for you. Before long, jobs will be looking for you. It's not the one I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a job. No, jobs will actually be looking for you. You'll be the one selecting. You'll be the one selecting it. And then we discuss how you should embrace the code learning curve of coding, because coding has highs and lows. It will have times where you have obstacles, it will have times when you have success. But the important thing is when learn from them. Okay? Learn from them. And when you actually get any success, even if it's little, celebrate them. Those victories, those minor victories that you say is too small. It could be that today, as maybe you're a full-time worker, maybe you're working a full-time job, and then you were able to actually code just the input tags, even if it's the form tag, even if it's the password tag, you were able to actually do just those two and it worked. Celebrate them. Celebrate them, because this can help you to feel motivated. And then join coding community. Join the coding community, the coding forums, coding platforms. They are all on social media. So you can actually join them. So all of this, we've explained it, and I've also explained that course too. That web development course that has been simplified for beginners. Beginners who are aspiring to become web developers, who want to learn web development. I have simplified this course, web development course. And with this course, you will be able to learn web development from scratch. And I want to repeat it again. Okay, that course, you do not, you do not need to start learning web development. You don't need it at all. You don't. You are determined that this is what I'm going to do. You said you have a lab, you have good internet connection, you have the basic resources. You can start. You can start. Me, for instance, I did not have any prior experience when I started. I did not. When I started, I did not know anything regarding coding. I just followed along, and before you know, I was able to learn it from the scratch. I didn't have any experience at all. So if I can do it, you can also do it. Okay? So it's possible for you to actually learn web development, and that is why this course, more than 1,350 students as of last week, that was the number counting, 1,350. I was very, very amazed at that achievement. So these students have actually learned from this course, and some of them are now freelancing on the platforms like Upwork, Fiverr. They are freelancing, they are offering their services to people. Some are working in tech companies now. So all of these, majority of them did not have coding experience. Okay, majority of them did not have coding experience. So what they had was that determination, that I want to make it, I will make it, I can do it. That was what they had, not coding experience. So if they could be able to achieve it, and now they are working in tech companies, freelancing, Clients are calling them to come and take jobs. Jobs are chasing them already. Not them looking for jobs. Jobs are looking for them. If they can, so it is possible for you to learn it. This is how we come to the end of the webinar. Like I said, I'm going to answer some questions in the chat box. Okay, so if you have any question, please ask them in the chat box. Okay, okay, let me see. There we have it. Okay, we have a question from someone, one-on-one coaching. Yes, I do offer one-on-one coaching. Okay, like one-on-one training sections. Some people say they want one-on-one so that they'll be able to reach out to me. I do offer it, but the course too is also simplified. During this one-on-one training, I simplify the part, the aspect of coding that we'll be discussing about. I actually simplified. But why I also emphasize on this course is that many of my students, majority of them actually work full-time jobs, in full-time jobs. So this course is to help you to learn it at your own pace. But if it's to know if I do offer one-on-one coaching, yes I, and if you want to know more about it, how long does it take to become a professional? Okay, that's a good question. How long does it take to become a professional? It depends on your coding experience. It depends on how long your coding journey is going to take. If you are a web developer and you want to learn web development, if you are a student, like a student, maybe high school student that just graduated, you may be able to find a lot of time. You have to have plenty of time, unlike some who actually work full-time jobs. So that time it could vary. The high school students who graduated may be able to learn it faster than someone that is doing full-time jobs, because the one doing full-time jobs will not have all the whole time to learn it. But in the end, both can become professionals, but the time could actually vary. Okay, please, is the course for sale? If yes, how much? Is about this course, further about this course will be given in the WhatsApp group. Okay, in the WhatsApp group. So, so we also have another question here. Web development jobs will go insolent because of AI. Okay, Amideus. Web development jobs. Now, a lot of people have this, how will I put it, thinking. They feel that since AI is coming, so it means web development jobs are gone. No more web development jobs. Now, I want to clarify this. You see, AI is called artificial intelligence. Okay? And artificial intelligence is artificial. Okay? It can't be compared to that of human, because human, our makeup is different. We are the ones that actually created the AI. And there are some tasks that AI cannot do. With the intelligence it has, there are some tasks that it can. You building a site for a client. You see, to you to understand what that, like a restaurant website template that you want. But that we want it to be that that website should make those clients feel at home, feel as though they are just looking at a menu and telling a waiter, this is what I want, this is what I want. And AI may not be able to understand that. It will just give out what it was programmed to bring out. It will not be able to know that, oh, I'm supposed to put it this way so that the customer will not feel as though it is a formal setting. Let's make it to be a friendly way, to have this friendly atmosphere. So there are some things that AI cannot be able to do because of the way it has been programmed. Nevertheless, AI can be seen not as a rival, but we can see it as a aid that we can use in web development, because that artificial intelligence can actually help you as a developer. You hear of ChatGPT, yes, it can actually help you as a developer to be able to improve your coding skills. Like when you ask it some questions, it will help you to know what exactly people may be facing. It will give you ideas as to how you can actually go further in your coding journey. Okay, can you name some coding forums we can join? Well, we have one popular one, Discord. So some channels actually use Discord, use Telegram, some use WhatsApp group. So any of these coding forums, some educate you. We even have YouTube channels. Okay, so so long as you are from that forum, something that will help you to improve in your coding skills, so long as you are learning it, that can actually work for you. Forums. So it could be anything. It could be a Discord channel, it could be Telegram, it could even be YouTube channels. We have a lot of them. For example, the Jadexarts Academy. Yes, I dedicate this channel to actually help people to understand how to build projects, explaining concepts in coding. Okay, and some of them you actually see them on TikTok, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So the idea is to make sure that each concept, like in that MX that I made, some people say they've not heard of it before. So you see, we are all learning every day. Tomorrow we could find new updates to that MF. Okay, tomorrow you could actually find new updates to that MF, and when you find the update, then through these coding forums, like these YouTube channels, like these Discord channels, it will add to your knowledge. You see it. AI doesn't build itself, it's a product of expert thinking and coding. So coding is always required. Exactly. That is true. Coding is always required. And front end development and back end development, which one should we learn first? That's a very beautiful question. I love that question. If you're a beginner, and you've decided that I want to focus on web development, as a suggestion, with front end, that is the client side, because the back end is the server side. And the reason why I say you should start from front end, because those three basic languages that I mentioned, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, as a beginner, you can actually understand them and be able to start building sites. That back end, unless maybe you've already decided that you want to go for back end, no problem. But if you just want to know which one it is that I should start with first, front end, because back end focus that Amazon website. Okay, what you see when you type Amazon, that icon, everything is front end. But how the purchase that you've made has been sent to Amazon, they'll deliver it to you. How you can actually make multiple purchases online. All those things are back end. And as a beginner, you may not be able to understand it fully. So if you want to start, I would suggest front end is the best. Then after front end, you can now advance to the development. Okay? So AI does not build itself, it's true. And so okay, thank you so much. Like your spirit of persistency. I'm very happy to know that. So, if you still have any questions, you can let me know. Is there a place we can get project ideas from? Yes, there are many places you can actually get project ideas. Um, More than occasionally, even 2 days ago. I actually posted it. Places you can get project ideas from. There are many. I made a post about can actually get from paying interest. Okay, it depends on what the project is about. If it's about maybe coding projects like lab calculator, how to build something that's like folio website, you could use pin interest. Pin interest is one of the biggest that we have, the biggest website that we have. A lot more. Which other one will I mention? There are many more, but you could even get from those coding forums. It can give you ideas. Ideas can come from anywhere. So I cannot say this is the place you can get. Why I mention Pinterest is because many developers actually use it to get ideas from it. Even I get ideas from those projects, from those Pinterest. They can actually give you lots of ideas. And then we have the ones on Facebook, we have on LinkedIn. They actually pick from and then build your own project. Okay, so which one is simpler to learn, front end or back end? Which one? Well, to tell you the truth, okay, because it's as though we are trying to say back end is hard because we have back end developers. It's not that is which one is simpler. Is the question that I believe we should think of is which one do you want to start with? Okay, now you say which one is simpler, is it front end or back end? It's as though you are asking, is apple or orange, which one is better? Because some people may prefer orange, some people may prefer apple. So the question should be, which one do you want to go for? Which one do you want to go for? That's it. Okay, so this can actually help you today. As a beginner, would project will you start with, and where can I get designs? Okay, what designs are you talking about specifically? Is it designs for a website? Is it designs for calculator? It could be any design. Okay, it could be any design. So it's we need to know the design it is before we know which project to we can actually get. How can we get the course? Okay, I said that further information about this course will be provided in the WhatsApp group. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I'll provide it in the chat so that we'll be able to have access to this WhatsApp group, and then you'll get further details about this course. Okay, so in view of that, this is already 9 o'clock. Wow. So we've already spent like 1 hour together learning and being able to interact with one another. Mm, okay. So thank you all for tuning in to this free webinar. I'm really, really happy. It was announced on Wednesday, and I'm really happy to see how many people were actually able to join in this presentation, in this webinar on web development. I'm very, very happy, and I'm so happy to see each and every one of you today. I'm really, really happy. So, although this is not bye bye because some of you still see me on the social media platforms, we still see each other, okay? But for now, we're going to say goodbye and I'll see you all later on. So, really, really, I'm very happy. I'm very, very, very happy. So, for those who are asking about that course, I'm going to send the information now, those details that you need to know of. Okay? I'm going to share it. Consistency is the key. Yes, it is. So, my what I want is for all of you that are present here to actually be able to understand what web development can actually do for you. And then look ahead. Imagine seeing yourself 6 months from now. That's around June, July. This is January, it's June, July. You see yourself and you're like, back then on 13th of January, I was in a webinar and I didn't have any coding experience. I was just starting out, and then I listened to this webinar and look where I am. And I wanted to be that when you're saying look where I am, you are already building a project. Whether it could be small, whether it could be big, you are building something already. You're looking at your portfolio website, looking at how you've created a lot of amazing features in that website. So that is the kind of vision that I would like you all to see. Okay? So I'm really, very happy. You wish to learn the coding of a thing, it's possible to learn it. Okay? You can actually learn it. Thank you for your time, Madex. Thank you for being here too, Mususa. I hope I got it right, Mususa. Okay? So I'm really, really happy to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And for those of you who are still wondering that the coding ideas, where can I get it? There are many places you can actually get it. Okay, that's why I always post coding ideas, projects you can build. That's why I always post it regularly to help beginners so that they will not feel as though they are stranded. No, nobody's going to be stranded this year. No, we're all going to make it. By God's grace, we'll make it. Okay, so thank you all for tuning in and have a great day. Bye. Bye bye. Thank you all. Bye.